Hi, you're here with the Noob team. I'm Ash, and I'm here with Connor.
Hello.
Yeah,
we're here watching the Starcraft 2 replay. This is from the Blizzcon invitationals. We're looking at Liquid Ret and now Quantic Naniwa. He was in collective gaming.
Paul Naniwa, and Neatus Naniwa, and Empire Naniwa before that.
Bit of a guild whore, isn't he? Clan whore.
Yep. Right, so I think we're gonna jump in. So okay, let's go. So both players starting off sort of normally. Just
as you can see, it is the largest spawn possible. Really, I mean.
Yeah, no.
Most western to most eastern.
No, I can't see that mute.
I can't see any.
Ret definitely now doesn't like muters. I'm not sure about at this time in BlizzCon.
I mean, Ret as a player is mostly well known for his economy, really.
Yeah.
And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it really works against him, since he doesn't have enough up. So we'll see how he plays in this match. I mean, I saw him. I think it was against Naniwa again. And basically he went 3 base saturated without building a single attacking troop, and he lost eventually because he didn't have the troops to defend. He just focused on his economy.
Well, as we can see, Naniwa not going for a fast expand, which I think now these days, if you catch him, he'd rather die than not go fast expand.
Yeah, especially against Zerg. I mean.
Yeah. Well, it's so.
All the time against Zerg. I mean, most Protoss do these days.
Yeah.
I mean, on the ladder, there's very little 2-player maps, so.
Yeah, and you can just veto them.
Russian is really being erased from the Starcraft 2 ladder, really.
Yeah. And as we can see, Naniwa instantly sees this Overlord flying over and then puts his probe on patrol. Probe on patrol.
Problem, sir.
And just blocking off Ret from expoing, although Ret doesn't look like he's doing the 14 pool, 14 gas. I think it went pool before gas from the looks of it.
Yeah, looking at the progress actually.
So, yeah, Naniwa getting his gas up, just his gateway's about to pop. Probably going to be chucking a Nexus up any second. Cybernetics core.
Cybernetics core. I mean, both players don't really look to be doing any strange special tactics.
White Rat special tactics.
Yeah, they're doing standard play, just teching up, I guess. We do see Lings and a Queen on the way for Ret.
Yeah, classic 4 Lings, just to hold off those troops.
The probe.
Well, anything coming at him. Ret pulling off gas. Now, well, he's keeping 2 on gas. He pulled 1 off long before he reached 100, so. And he's not getting that speed.
He just got it. I would imagine he's just about to get it.
Yeah. He's just got it now.
Right.
So, Probe, as you can see, Probe forming the Zergling conga line. Naniwa just getting out sentries. Not much up from him. 2 gas, but this is common at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the Lings coming in, so he needs. I would have thought that one zealot would have been able to hold those Lings off. I mean, most definitely just blocking off. I don't see why he chronoed that sentry out instead of chronoing the.
Because I think there you can see he's going for this fast expand. He's going for a 1-gate expo, putting that pylon down. Safer expo than normal.
Yeah, I mean, with a Forge,
Ret
to expand.
And with Ret, he obviously hasn't gone and taken a 3rd. Now, most Zerg these days usually try and take the gold here versus toss on Metalopolis, which can sometimes pay off well, sometimes can just screw you over.
There is 3 entry points, so.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It can sometimes work well. It can sometimes screw you over.
Yeah, definitely.
As I know.
Just from experience.
Yeah. Ret transferring nothing on gas at all. He's just. He doesn't care for his.
He's not really tech. He's just, like I said, he's economizing.
Well, I mean, that's what you're meant to do against a fast expanding toss. But yeah, he's.
Well, you could roach.
Roach rush him.
Roach time attack.
If our name.
We see
Stargate coming out.
Stargate going down from Naniwa, yeah.
Yep. already 20 seconds done, and I mean, Rhett's Overlord flying straight into there.
I guess he's just sacrificing it as a
well,
scout.
it's 6 minutes scout. It's classic. Zerg.
Obviously, scouts are
it's a
scouser.
scouser.
Scouts, you know, you cannot win without scouting.
Yeah, and well, he wants to know whether, you know, what should he expect? DTs. He doesn't want to float in and see a 6-gate Twilight Council Colossi build coming out at him.
No.
But as we can see, he sees the Stargate. He sees the Void Ray coming out. He knows everything.
So
going.
And yeah, I mean, at the moment he just has the Roach Warren on the way.
And as Connor says, Rhett, in the face of a Void Ray, is deciding that drones would be the best counter to it.
Yep, he does have an Evo chamber on the way though.
Yeah,
so.
It's a late Evo chamber though. I mean, if Naniwa had gone DTs, he would have been dead.
Yeah. The Robo also going off Naniwa.
Yeah, Naniwa just teching up, getting his first gas. I mean,
if is up though, that is quite.
If we look at the you know, the income, we can see that Rhett's ahead of Naniwa by about 400 minerals, but less gas. He's got what is it? Nine more harvesters.
It's about 9 harvesters.
Yeah, 9 harvesters. Just gone to 11 more harvesters. He's just getting. I mean, if you look at his units, Rhett's, he's got 10 lings. That is his grand army. He really is focusing on this eco front. So he's just putting down a spore crawler in each base.
It's clearly taking a bit of a gamble, not producing that many troops.
Well, I mean,
Nani was also being quite passive. Like,
well, yeah, and I guess his lings are sitting out here. He can keep poking in, seeing Naniwa's army. You know, Toss has just got this third, and he's gone a Stargate. He can't do much. Naniwa just held off by these 2 queens, backing off with his Void Ray.
Yeah.
Has Phoenix Hydra Den going up.
Lings moving in, but just getting
pushed back.
Around, I guess.
He can see those large amount of sentries that instantly say gas is not an issue for him.
Yeah, definitely.
No DTs of any kind. Well, why would he? He's got spore crawlers. As I say, this Hydrogen just finishing for Rhett. Just done. No. Oh, +1 weapon. Missile attack coming out. And then Ventral Saxon blooming Carapace. This looks like this is either a bling drops on him, or he's trying to go like Terran harass, which some Zergs do try, but it sometimes doesn't pay off very well.
Yeah, we also, I think what Nani did was really clever. He went Stargate, he only built, you know, I think, was it just 1 Phoenix, 1 Void Ray? Did he get any more Phoenixes?
No, he just got 1 Phoenix, 1 Void Ray.
But that has just completely made Rhett go Hydras, and as you can see, he's building Colossi with thermal lands, so I think that was really clever.
Yeah.
I think that could change the game.
Well, I mean, it's a classic sort of toss thing to do. You get the Void to force Hydras, and then get Colossi to fry the Hydras. And big push coming out from Naniwa now. This Colossi, just moving out as this Colossi pops, another one going to be reinforcing. Rhett's gonna probably be worried about this. I mean, he's not got much up against it. He's got a couple of Hydras. He's sending these lings for a counter attack round the back.
Just trying to maybe make him retreat.
Or harm him. You know, if he can take out his economy. But I mean, Rhett's gonna face the same problem. His Overlords.
10 Hydras, 13 Hydras now, 14, and they're going up. 4 Roaches and a few lings that are running in. So you see in
his own Naniwa's base is pulling probes off to counter it. These Zealot, the thing is, it's +. Oh no, he's not got +1. It's a really strange thing. But he holds it off. Not minimal.
Look down at
minimal damage.
Base.
Rhett loading everything, and he's going to drop, I think, straight onto Naniwa's army. Naniwa backing off. Of course, I can remember watching Dimaga versus Naniwa, and Naniwa just sniped every one of his overlords off before he dropped. Just doing that, backing off expertly, just sniping every one of these overlords as he backs. Hydra's dropping down. Force fields popped up to block those Hydras off. More force fields going up. He's just 2 Colossi though, frying most of Rhett's army.
Great micro with the Colossi as well, just
fire run.
Out of range.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, this is, but Rhett can keep reinforcing. I mean, if you look at his queen and his...
That is the problem every Protoss has against Zerg, just the reinforcement.
Like,
Rhett will probably hold this.
Well, his Colossi, look how close Naniwa's Colossi are to death. One's on red, one's on amber. They're just so near.
Just
and
mainly,
Naniwa's,
all he's got is stock of Colossi now with that one piece.
Yeah, and Naniwa's army size dropping by the second, and he just doesn't have the reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, the supply is quite close. I mean, I would expect Rhett to have less supply at this.
Rhett sort of needs to keep injecting his bases. His third is not injected. I must say, Nesty would probably be raging at him now. Nesty being the #1 user of injects. There we go, finally injecting his third.
What does Nesty say? If you miss one inject, you might as well GG?
No, if your queen goes above 50 energy, you might as well GG.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Which Rhett should have GG'd a long time ago then.
Yeah.
Naniwa just reinforcing his entire army. Not producing anything. Oh, there we go. Colossi just popping out now with Chrono on it. Ling's coming in for a little counter-attack.
Yeah.
Just gonna pop in. On the other hand,
what that does is, that is really clever from Rhett, because...
forces warpings back at the base.
All you have to, it forces warpings.
But as we can see, this huge engagement...
that Naniwa can create on the attack.
Yeah.
But it also causes him to lose concentration. Like, to warp in, you have to look back at that. You cannot, you cannot micro your main attack if you are looking at your own base. Yeah,
but Naniwa pressuring, he keeps pressuring this third. This is a huge, such an important thing for him to keep the pressure on this third. Rhett, really doing well, bringing these troops around the other side. He's got a full surround on Naniwa. Naniwa can't actually back up. One Colossi goes down, other Colossi goes down. It's just pure Stalker versus Road. This is just a bad position. Yeah, and Rhett's got +1/+0. Naniwa just not got much left. These Lings, those Lings so positioned well just to hold those Stalkers off, get a couple more hits on them.
Yeah.
Naniwa got 1 Colossi, got some troops, but I mean he needs sentries for this.
I mean,
and he ain't got the gas. Rhett's getting his 4th up.
Rhett did surprisingly well there. I mean, I can't see him being able to take out that many Stalkers that Naniwa has right now.
Well, I mean, as you can see, he's clearly biding his time. Actually going for it, probably does, because he has a +1 range versus a +0.
Yeah.
So there's Colossi the main game-changing thing here.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm surprised Rhett's seeming to try and prove that, you know...
economy wins.
No, I was going to say that corruptors aren't the counter to
well, yeah,
Colossi.
I mean, pathogen glands for his infestors. Yeah,
so he's, you know, infestor play, I mean, always a good one to go for against this sort of ball.
Stalker,
you know,
like
these army going down, these zealots coming out. He's just focusing down this Colossi, which is pinned up against the wall. It can't retreat much more.
Yeah.
He knows it, and the Colossi goes down. With that Colossi out, I think a GG. Just, yep, GG.
Yep. That was a good game. I think that Rhett kind of gambled a bit with the economy. He took a pretty early third.
It wasn't an early third. He scouted an expo. It's a classic thing. He is. I know what you're saying. He's more inclined to his economy than most. But you need to be a Zerg because you ain't got the. With TOS, you can keep these probes coming out and warping in units. With Zerg, it's you either go units or you go drones, and. Remember that for Zerg, Starcraft is always a game of drones.
That's tier low, Whitewood.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think the only thing that lost for Naniwa was this Stargate. This go in, avoid, and you know what? It forced 3 spores, and those 3 spores. Then he can't go DTs, which are the other harassment thing of Protoss can do. And I
would have liked to see is, whilst he was doing this main attack at the bottom, maybe War Prism back in the back of Rhett's main. That could really.
Yeah, I think it was just his economy. If you think he was off this 2 base the whole time, And
Yeah,
his main was mined out by the end, you know.
Yeah, he was only on 49 probes at the end of the game, so...
Yeah, I mean,
not...
Ret was off 3 base. Obviously, Zerg needs to be on 3 base versus 2 base, but the reason they need to be is because this economy allows you to take over. And Naniwa just... Unfortunately as well, he moved out at the wrong time, I guess.
Yeah, I think he should have...
When he moved...
just taken a third and it takes up a bit.
Well, I don't know. I was going to say, if it moved out earlier with that first Colossi popping, then these Overlords... I mean, he couldn't have called it, but these Overlords wouldn't have had their drop, sacks.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you can't really predict...
That's what I'm saying, you know.
That kind
but,
of tech.
But he waited for this second Colossi, and if it moved out with the first... And +1. I mean, I think that was a big game changer. Ret was not high on upgrades, but he had at least this +1 missile. Naniwa didn't even have a +1 melee, which is so important.
Yeah, I'm really... I mean, +2 even.
Well,
Colossi
yeah,
one-shot
I mean, Colossi just scale so well with upgrades. But your +1 is the big thing, because your Zealots want 2-shot Lings as opposed to 3-shot them. And that's such an important thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why Naniwa didn't get that upgrade.
Yeah.
This is on the older version of Starcraft though, so I guess the upgrade costs more.
Well, no, it doesn't. The upgrade patch...
I thought this was pre-patch.
The upgrades for ground armor and weapons had already come in. It was shields that were lowered later on.
Right, okay.
And I think Immortal's got a +1 range upgrade.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, good game.
Yeah,
versus...
I mean, we're gonna have some more games up soon. More pro games.
So, thank you for
so yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you for
Subscribe,
watching.
Yeah, yada yada. Do all the stuff you want to do. It's not forceful. Just do it if you want, I guess.
And we'll see you around.
Yeah, see you later.